Hello and welcome to another episode from the Real Talk and Revenue podcast. We have myself, Francesca, the accountant, and we have Jordan, the therapist, and we bring real powerful conversations around building revenue, building confidence, how the mindset works, all different discussions around to help others in business and in their personal life. So listen in, tune in, let us know what you think, ask questions along the way and we'll be sure to answer them. Enjoy. Happy Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, the rush.
The rush. I've been seeing all your posts.
Oh yeah.
How's it all going?
Challenge. Yeah, really good. We managed to get like over 100 people in the group before the challenge started. So
100 people in your Facebook group already?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I think there's like 130 now or something.
Wow, okay.
Because I've kept inviting, like posting about it, even after it started.
Yep.
To invite people in. So yeah, it's hard to get engagement, I would say. Like, you know, people are sometimes reluctant to
say
comment.
anything.
There was some people were really good at like introducing themselves, people were really honest.
Yeah.
A few people put some comments on the first video and stuff, but
yeah.
Then like with each video, views and engagement have like declined a little bit, and it's like you wonder if it's one of those things, like even my friend who was going to take part, she messaged me and she was like, oh, I had all good intentions, I'm going to start today, and then like a daughter had like a late nap and she was like, she's still sat up now, and I was like, well, you can do it any time, like that's
it's
the
a
thing,
replay,
like, it's all
isn't
going to be there. But I don't know if you saw like when I went live as well, like Leslie was meant to join me on the live, and like that didn't happen because like just tech, like
technology didn't work.
Like I'd invited her beforehand, but she'd seen the invite pop up, but then like couldn't find where it had gone and stuff, and so it was just like,
stop.
Honestly, so I was like just there. I was just like, well, I'll just have to muddle through.
Well done, you.
Yeah, but you do, don't you? I just think like we're all human, and like even at the start of the video, like old me would have been like, that needs to come down. Like I need to edit the beginning out, because I'm like, I don't know if we're live yet, because I've got Leslie on Zoom. And then I'm like, sorry everyone, just trying to get Leslie on the call, and then I'm like, oh well, we don't know what's going on, so we're just gonna have to start and get through it as best I can. So yeah,
it's so interesting that a lot of people won't even attempt it just in case tech or the internet or and I think hats off to you.
It's going to fail at some point though, isn't it? And I think again it just like demonstrates humanness. Like,
I've done it loads of times when I went live. I went live this is so weird. I think, what was I doing? Every 2 weeks. Oh, do you remember that I did my Facebook Lives?
Yeah, I do.
Every 2 weeks without fail, same time. I did them with different guests.
Yeah.
Energy. I did a pre-video to tell everyone it's going live.
Yeah.
I just think, how did I get through that? It was so stressful.
Don't you? Especially when you're building something, you've got a vision.
You have to do the things that others aren't willing to do.
Yeah, so it's been good. And before it started as well, I made like this whole workbook in Canva to post for the whole challenge at the end. Yeah. And that was like a really good learning curve. Like I use Canva all the time, but just for basic stuff. Yeah. So like creating the workbook was interesting. Then I did it and I was like, oh, that's actually really exciting.
That reminds me of Steve. I never really create anything like that because I'm not very good at it. Steve's very good at it.
Yeah.
Very patient.
It's one or the other. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, it's too hard, it's this or that. But I really like creating things. Like I love stuff like that. Yeah. But before I'd have been the same. I've been like, oh, there's no point. Like, you know, it's not really that valuable anyway. Like it would take too much time in terms of like the reward and stuff. Whereas now I'm just like, oh, it'll be a nice thing to do, like, and to learn. Yeah, it is.
So you can't always. Like Steve said, you can't just pay for everybody else to do stuff for you, especially when it's your own vision. And if you really hated it after giving it a try, then I'd definitely recommend getting the support. It's almost like when you put new systems in your business, you can muddle your way through, or like with Microsoft emails, we've said this before, and Google emails, and you know you're not using it to its best abilities, but you're not doing anything about it.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't have the energy for that though, do you? And there's like a time and a place to like, be like, okay, right, block some time out, or there's a bit of an ebb, there's time to actually just focus in on these little bits and enhance them. It's like me with like using the AI note thingy. One of my friends, she's a therapist, she messaged me yesterday like, still need to try that thing, is it good? How are you getting on with it? I'm like, yeah, it's changed my life. Like, you really do need to try it.
And she still won't do it straight away, will she?
Well, I don't know. Like, but yeah, people just. I mean, it had been rolled out like 3 weeks before, and I still hadn't given it a go because I was just make assumptions, don't you? I was like, oh, it's probably not going to be that great.
Yeah.
Rather than just being like, oh, let's give it a go then.
Exactly.
And then obviously when I did, I was like,
yeah, we're using Otter AI for note taking. And we now have to pay for it because June has that many meetings, bless her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'd rather pay whatever it is a month than you spend however long when your charge out rate. And so that's that sorted. And what else? I was just going on to something in my head when you said it was about systems or people or something. I can't really remember. But what we were going to talk about from last week is that phrase, letting yourself go.
Yeah.
Oh, you've let yourself go.
Yeah.
I think I've got a fear of that though.
Yeah.
Of letting myself go, whatever that means. What does it mean?
Yeah.
What does it even mean?
I think it's like you pass your prime, isn't it? Like the best of you's behind you. And it's usually, particularly for women, it's usually just appearance based more than anything else. Again, it could. I think it's really cruel actually. I actually hate it because I think like women will get a lot of this maybe after they've had kids. Or she let herself go now. She's never come back from having kids. She's never been the same weight. Do you know what I mean?
Is that people saying it though behind your back that you'll never know about? Do you think?
Probably, but I think like older generations as well. People get it from their parents, like from their mum, and do you know what I mean? Like, oh, you ought to shed. Like my grandma, she was like that. Yeah. Like really caring, lovely woman. Had a really good relationship with her, but because of like I guess the time that she grew up in and like 50s housewives and 50s, 60s housewives, like competitive, like they were the generation where like your whites had to be the whitest on the line outside or people to slag you off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
So she's the person that would really pick at you for your weight, like. But in like a...
Yeah, there is a weight.
She'd go, oh, you put weight
I'm
on.
going to tell you something. I'm going to just say it. I remember going on holiday for 2 weeks with my sister, my younger sister, and Bella when she was 2 years old.
Oh.
And it was so cute, but it was a hard holiday for 2 weeks with a 2-year-old who was constantly tantruming. And is that the word, tantruming?
Yeah.
That sounds really weird.
Yeah.
Bella, bless her, she was.
Tantruming.
Yeah, and it wasn't a hotel that had loads of things to do.
Oh, right.
It was not, right, anyway, lesson learned, and I was only like 23, so it's still quite young, isn't it?
You're like, you've got to give it a go.
Got to give it a go. Oh yeah, and Bella was so cute, and I remember blow drying her hair straight and doing her a bit of a style and nice clothes on. Anyway, I didn't like the protein, the chicken and all that there, and I didn't really know about protein back then. Yeah. So I lived on the carbs, the starch, the ice cream. I really enjoyed it, and I put on loads of weight in 2 weeks, genuinely. And I just met my ex at the time a few months before, and I remember him being gutted that I was going away, and I was probably a bit gutted, you know, when it's a new relationship. Yeah. So when I got back, I remember putting my old trousers on that you wore, and I had a slight overhang, a bloat. It was only bloat. You can't put on that much weight, but it was, I reckon, a good half stone. Yeah. And he commented on it, and he said, "Whoa, yeah, oh yeah," and that toxic. I will never ever forget it. Yeah. I was mortified because I already knew it, and I already had things in place. I know I was going to come back, do my training, get back on, because I like to feel.
No, but do you know what? Like,
go on.
I cannot tolerate that because again, already.
Why did I tolerate that?
Already, that relationship and like the love or whatever is conditional on your body size, and I just think it's just disgusting. Like I can't. And
the previous ex was pretty much the same. And I remember somebody saying to me, "Oh, it normally only goes for skinny girls." Oh, can you imagine? I'm laughing now. At the time.
What the fuck is wrong with people? I can't even cope with that.
And roll forward. So when did we split? Roll forward about 3 years. I had an eating disorder. Yeah. But not because of them as such. I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm not saying there's loads of different bits and bobs towards that. Because back in when I was 11 years old, and this is so sad for an 11-year-old, I went on a diet and I lost a stone. And I was obsessed with calorie count. I went on a 1,000 calories a day diet that was so big then.
It's horrible. And I remember at school, I'd probably been a similar age, like 11, 12, 13. And like you'd be paying so much attention to what people were eating, and like at lunch I'd go in and like I'd just get a biscuit. Like, instead of, you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, a cookie I used to get.
Like, yeah, and you'd be like, what? Because like you say, you know nothing about nutrition.
No,
like,
nothing.
If you don't have parents or like adult influence in your life that can educate you on that stuff, which I didn't, guessing you didn't.
No.
Like, you're muddling through. And what did we have? It was like 90s heroin chic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what we were like.
Brought up on.
Yeah.
No bums, straight up and down.
Yeah, and starving yourself, like...
Before a night out, and I bet you might have done the same, I thought, I'm not going to eat any tea. So I
yeah,
didn't have a pot belly.
Blow.
It's
that?
Please don't do this,
You
anybody.
laugh, but it's just, it's shocking.
It's
isn't it?
shocking.
And especially from an age where, like, your body is still developing as well. Like, the hormonal changes are, like, insane.
Yeah.
It's really sad, I think, for young girls.
It's so sad, I'm very sensitive over anybody losing weight. I've got to catch myself. And I also know in front of the kids, or probably more in front of my daughter, I have definitely said numerous times, which is not helpful for her and my son, probably said, oh, I feel bloated, or I feel this, or I feel that, being genuine and real. At the same time, I'm gonna catch myself, and I do say to Bella so many times, catch myself doing it. And then I say, oh, I shouldn't be saying this, but doesn't stop you saying it in a way, because you soon forget. And to be genuinely you and how you feel in the moment. You're not gonna catch yourself. Don't pick at yourself at that parent that may have said,
oh yeah, you're never going to get it perfect. I was talking about this before, but it's another consideration, isn't it? Like trying to again break that cycle of like modelling, like diet culture and just like the toxic side of things.
Yeah, because Bella now is like training in the gym. We're doing a park run together, not a park run, a race for life together. I'm supporting her doing that. We did have a giggle about that. She's going to Pilates and Asa Pilates this morning with Nancy, who works with us. It makes me so proud that they're looking after themselves. But I also think, where's the term? And I know she'll always present well, Bella will. And I like that. That's because of myself as well. And if you said to me, oh, don't shave your legs for a week or whatever, just let it, you know, I'll be like mortified at the thought, because that's just not me, my standards or whatever it is.
But again, like, I think that's been like decades of like conditioning women to feel like, again, we're less than if we don't present well. Like, and men don't have that. Men don't have that in the same way.
They don't have it in the same way, and they can stink for a day and
like the dad bod, though, you know, the dad bod has been praised, like the mum bod often isn't. Not in the media anyway. I'm not saying like all men like will only like women with a certain shaped body, because I think, you know, on a like smaller level, often men like love women of all shapes and sizes, and it's the same women to men, like generally speaking, but it's like the societal pressures on women and like how it filters down from the media and stuff like that. Like, I can't remember if anyone knows this, like, please let us know in the comments, but what was it about? Women shaving came about, it was a marketing thing. So like women shaving years ago was something to do.
What? So women didn't used to shave at all?
No.
Which makes sense.
Obviously, like in times gone by, but I can't remember what. I feel like I really need to Google
oh my God,
it. I've got to, because it's really bothering me.
Could you imagine being hair like
women? But some people are now. Like some people are, because they think fuck the patriarchy.
Really?
Yeah,
I could never do that.
Yeah, I know, but it's because of how you've been conditioned that, like, it's disgusting. That's how. No, but it's true.
Yeah, I love how you said that.
That's how we've been conditioned.
Oh my god, it's so true. It's disgusting.
Here we go, Google. Why did women start shaving? Oh, it's actually a top here.
Some women shave their arms as well, don't they? And you know, they can't even stand hair on their arms. I just get on with that. I'm not bothered about my hairy arms. It's probably not going to tell you. We can figure this out.
I know.
Why did shaving come up? So that's a marketing thing. When was that?
Well, it says things like evolving fashion trends, the rise of beauty standards, God, and the marketing efforts of the hair removal industry.
Do you watch Love Island?
Not anymore, no.
Is that because how it makes you feel? I know the daft.
No. I don't watch a lot of TV, full stop.
Yeah.
And I don't watch trash TV because...
Oh, yay. I like a trash TV.
I just don't anymore. Like, saying that, I like me and George have been watching Clarkson's Farm. Like, we love that, it's funny.
Yeah.
We watch funny things.
Easy
now.
watching things.
Easy
That's
watching.
why I watch Love Island.
George hates Love Island.
Why?
Because he gets so angry at the betrayal. It really can't stand that. And I've watched it in years gone by, like a season here or there, but it's not because of how it makes me feel or anything like that. I genuinely now, I think I spoke about this before, like, I'm not in a comparison trap. Like, do you know what I mean? It's fine. Like,
yeah, I'm not in a comparison
Like,
trap.
do what you want to do. But yeah, I just don't watch it because I don't know. It doesn't interest me anymore. Like, I wouldn't get anything from it, especially because it's such a commitment, because it's on so much.
Yeah, I don't watch it on the night, I watch it the night after.
Yeah, I just don't, that's, if I've got free time now, especially, like, that's not what I want to watch, do you know what I mean?
I need to watch something that's easy.
Yeah, I get that, and I think a lot of people will relate. Like, one of my friends, she watches The Real Housewives series, like one of them, and she loves that to like switch off and wind down.
There was a post on LinkedIn the other week, and I saw it 3 days later, and I wanted to post something. So basically, a woman was saying, "Why is there pressure on social media to be doing 20k months, 10k months, whatever it was?" I can't believe it. We can't just come on here and saying all this thing that she sees this and sees that, and I've come off Instagram, I've come off this, and I've come off that. And straight away I think, why are you creating your feed in that way that you feel you have to come off social media?
Yeah, curate it in a way that works for you. Equally though,
go on.
Some people thrive off social media. Like, honestly, if I didn't have a business, I'd be off it. I would not use it. Because I'm a mental health professional, like, well-being wise, we feel so much more regulated. Our nervous systems are so much more regulated when we're just moving through real life. This is true for everything. Like, we live in a world now where, like, our brains weren't designed to see so much in such a small space of time. So we can get really overstimulated and overwhelmed very quickly because we're not moving through life in a way that we were sort of designed to, if you like. And I'm not saying it's all bad, like, it's not at all. What I'm saying is, like, if you're someone that's like prone to stress, prone to anxiety, things like that, so many of my clients say to me, I've come off social media, I feel so much better now. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's so interesting.
And as I say, like, genuinely, honestly, if I didn't have a business, I would not be on it. I don't post on my personal things unless it's business related. Like, I used to, don't get me wrong, but for me now, there's no point to it. There's no point to it. Not bother. People say, oh, I'll keep in touch with this and that. Like, fair enough if that's how you do that. I don't. Like, I'll WhatsApp my friends and family. Like, we've got group chats to share pictures of Hallie and stuff like that. Yeah, like, I wouldn't be on social media if I didn't have a business. And that's not me being like fake or false using it. It's just really the best way for people to get to know you and to buy your services. So that's not me being fake using social media.
No.
You know, it's a means to an end in business.
So many are like you though, and I then think, you know, the ones, I'm trying to think who's on LinkedIn, there was, I can tell, hate it.
I don't hate social media.
Not hate it, okay, not hate it. Struggle, they only go on for the business.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like social media's getting that bigger. I'm just like loving it.
Yeah, but you're the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, literally
like,
the opposite end.
You love it.
Yeah.
Like, you thrive on it. I'm not saying I hate it. I don't. I think it's a great tool.
Yeah.
For whatever way you want to use it, but it's very difficult for people to manage in a healthy way, I would say.
You know the term "I've let myself go"? You could say that with me with social media because I don't post as much personal anymore.
I've let myself go on social media.
Yeah. Because I'm so hot on it, and now I don't share as much personal. I don't know if you've noticed.
No, because you still share a lot.
Yeah, but people. Don't you remember how I shared day by day?
Yeah, but you don't
story.
need to do that.
No, I know.
That's
so at
why.
first, when I stopped doing that, I was like, oh, this is awful. People are going to notice, I'm going to get less clients, less views.
And if you look at marketing strategy and all that jazz, like people just say like post regularly, and that can be once a week. Like, and people have thriving businesses just posting or doing something valuable once a week on social media. If I think YouTube as well, like I absolutely love like some people on YouTube.
Yeah.
And some people post like once a week, some people post twice a week. Obviously it's long form content, so it's
a once a week job, yeah.
Like that. But some people will only post like once a month or something. But I'm still there, like, oh, that's gonna come out soon, like, or I'm checking, like, has it come out yet?
And they make money, don't they?
Yeah.
You can make so much money on social media. I'm not just giving up. I can't. I love it.
But that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is fine. And I also think it's the term of letting yourself go. I don't even know what that means because I don't think...
I think it's just society's way to make women feel shit about themselves again. It is, genuinely.
Because I have moments where I think, bloody hell, Steve, I said, all I wear is these black joggers. We laugh. And then he's one. Sometimes we've walked into town, nipped into town or whatever, we're both in our scruffs on a weekday with my backpack on. We're both rushing in. He's got baggy joggers on, I have. And we laugh and go, bloody hell, people assume we've not got jobs. Because it's that impression of looking scruffy.
But again, it's about like assumptions, and it's about what our society has made us feel we have to look like, show up like, work like in order to be acceptable and like successful. And that landscape is changing.
Oh, 100%.
Like, obviously post-COVID, that's your active wear like elevated, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember like pre-COVID it was like workwear, this, that and the other. Post-COVID it's like comfies, like...
Well, mine was comfies from day one for hoodies and that from my business, but it was, you know what, the amount of comments negative I got for wearing a hoodie as an accountant.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, like why, and we've spoken about like professionalism before, and like why does it matter? Like, you know, what you're wearing
and what tattoos you got on your body.
Exactly, yeah, and like you can look well presented in like any size body, in any type of clothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I think I love it.
Show up and look well presented. I love like casual, like clothing, and even like what's it called? I don't know what the like fashion genre is.
Right.
But it is like a casual fashion one. It's going to annoy me now.
Oh.
Brain's not on today, is it? But yeah, where it's like, what's it called? So like, you know, you get classic and like high fashion and stuff like that. There's like a casually, or it's just like, you know, those like comfy trousers.
Yeah.
Like
I know what you're saying.
A baggy top, but like it's styled nicely.
It's tucked in a little bit, baggy on the top.
You got your trainers.
Another thing that I've noticed, I used to have to go to the gym with my makeup on. You know, this is in my 20s, obviously. Maybe even early 30s. And then all of a sudden, I thought, no, I'm not.
Don't need to, and it's a fucking pain in the ass.
It's a pain. I'm going to the gym after here, actually. I've got makeup on, but I wouldn't normally if it was a morning one. Sometimes I actually take it off to go to the gym.
Yeah, it's not comfortable on your skin.
It's not.
It's horrible. And you want to touch your face, and it's all bloody everywhere.
And you don't train as hard when you've got your slap on.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you carry yourself a little bit. If anyone wants to see what I'm doing, watch our YouTube. But like, you carry yourself differently. And like with your makeup off, you go for it harder.
I don't know if anyone else can relate to Fran's current actions.
Please, listen though.
You go in the gym, that's another reel.
I know. You go in the gym with your slap on, and you don't give as much, I don't think. Because you're too bothered about looking good.
Or it's, for me, it's not about looking good. It's like the practicalities of having it on. I'm like, oh, God, like it's horrible. Like it's uncomfortable in your skin.
Yes,
it's sweating
it is.
off. It's on your hands, like because you've like.
But I feel. I know it's an insecurity thing because I've done it. So don't think that I'm judging anyone wearing makeup.
Oh, no.
I find it's a shame.
Well, again, like I know I keep harping on about this, but it's what like women have been made to feel like we have to wear makeup, but then we're slagged off when we wear too much. And, catfish. You don't even look like, oh my God, you don't look the same without makeup, and it's like, well, what do you want?
That.
What do you want?
That's another ex.
George
not that many.
George has done a few times, and it was not long after I had Hallie as well, so I was really pale because I was anemic.
I remember you saying this. Go on.
Hemorrhage, yes, I was like grey.
Grey or yellow?
Grey, honestly. Oh.
You looked rough.
Honestly, I don't even think that though. I just think,
sad. Honestly, it's so sad, isn't it?
It is because I was just grey, completely fucked. And anyway, so George's dad would try and be encouraging, and it seemed like, oh, you look a bit better today, Jordan, you look a bit brighter, your colours coming back, and this and that. And a few times when I'd be around, he's like, you look really tired today.
I hate it when people say
that. And I go, it's because I've not got any makeup on, boy. I
do actually genuinely hate it.
And he's like, oh no, I didn't mean that, sorry. And I'm like, no, I know you didn't, but I'm saying that's probably why I look tired because I haven't got makeup on, so
you know what? That
I'm
is
not offended by it or anything. I can understand.
You can deal with that. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, but do you know what? And it's funny saying that because, genuinely, I feel so much differently. I think in my postpartum body, era. Whereas, I suppose even maybe a bit before I had Hallie, you could say I've let myself go because before I had Hallie, I was moving, going to the gym.
I think you always wear nice clothes.
Things.
I never wore any of this when I had babies. I was literally my job was all the time.
It's just what I've got. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll look like this. This I'm going to messy place. So I've got leggings on, stuff like that. But sometimes I'll wear those type of trousers and. Very rarely will you see me
tottering your heels and bloody.
I don't really have heels anymore.
No,
because I know I don't have a life a social life or you dress for the life you've got.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So I sometimes I look at it and say, oh, they're so nice, and then I think I don't do anything to wear. And there's a lot of people that say, well, wear it every day. Well. I don't wear heels, don't like them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wear heels every day. I bet I don't want to wear heels if ever I'm out, for dinner or this or that. It's just not something I do now.
Yeah. Interesting. I just about to say as well that I bought some bloody shoes from Zara the other day. We went to York. I love York.
Oh, yeah.
Before we wrap up, because we've got stuff to sort. And there were flat gladiator style sandals, but more. Not as in out, your toes out sandals, but more covered, but gladiator style, gold. I loved them. I was like, but these are perfect. So they're cross between dressing but without the heel.
Yeah.
And I thought Steve's going to hate it. And then you shouldn't buy.
They do, don't they? You're
He actually said he liked them. I thought they're flat. They look really girly, but I don't know, gladiatory, and I thought, oh my God, he's going to cringe because he would like me in that high heels, men are like.
Yeah.
But he didn't, he said he liked them, and I did buy a couple of dresses from there. One's quite short but really pretty with bows.
Yeah,
and I put it on, and I walked around York with no makeup on.
Yeah.
I loved it, I loved doing that. And he was like, oh, you look really pretty in that. Obviously never said I look pretty because I don't in my joggers.
No, that's not true.
But it's not true.
No, it's not true.
It's just for him.
He doesn't not say it because he doesn't think you look pretty. It's because he's a man of quite a few words.
Yeah, I know.
Words of affirmation aren't really his love language. So he's not thinking, oh, you look pretty today and you don't look pretty the rest of the year.
I know.
He's just like, oh, that's nice because it's different.
Yeah. But next topic I've got is inspired by my stepdaughter, Amber.
Yeah.
About change, but I'll explain and you'll hear about that next week.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for listening and tuning in. I hope this has made you laugh in some way, relatable.
Please comment.
Please comment.
Please give us some feedback.
See you next week.